Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This Yah Demar from the Great Millstone, Houston. And first and foremost, I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and also to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, right? And I'm going to get into another lesson, pretty much, like staying alert, keeping our heads on the swivel, right? And I'm going to start with Matthew 26 and 41. And it reads, you know what? Let me start up. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. When he went out, when he had Peter and them, somewhat to watch his back, but they fell asleep. Let's read it. Matthew 26 and 40. And he cometh unto the and he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, see, and said unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? See, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yo, man, so it's like we gotta watch out, Yahweh Shai was just going telling Peter, man, it's damn, you couldn't stay up, stay awoke for an hour, you know, while he had to go up, to go to he went to go pray, right? Let's read 39, Matthew 26 and 39. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, oh, my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt, right? You know, he he had to go, Yahweh Shai had to go through that sacrificing himself, you know. Verse 40, and he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and said unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? And here it is, Yahweh Shai, man, he's kind of, his mind is like, man, look, he got to go through this. It's like, damn, you can't stay up for 1 hour and watch. And that's the point, man. We got to watch, watch our surroundings and everything. That's what I want to get into, the point of watching. And he says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. And that's the whole point about watching and praying, so we won't, get into temptations, that's going to destroy us, The spirit indeed is willing, right? Because we want to do it, but the flesh is weak. These old corrupted bodies, man, they weak, man. We to make us fall into certain temptations that we really don't want to, So we gotta always just watch as well as pray. So let's go to Ephesians 5 and what's that, 15? Yeah, Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? Remembering the time, because the days are evil. And that's the times that we are in today. They are evil, man, And let's see, let's get that word circumspect. Let's get it in the etymon online. Circumspect. Okay, it's circumspect, right? In the etymon online. And it says cautious, wary, literally looking about on all sides. Early 15C from Latin circumspectus, deliberate, guarded, well considerate, past, part, part, hold on, participle or circumspiracy, specry, circumspectory, Salaki for that. And it says, look around, take heed from around, round about, right? See, specrate, to look, from pi, root, spec, to exurb, relative, circumspectly, circumspectness, right? But yeah, to look around, circle, look around, right? Spec, to observe. So yeah, just going into that, we gotta be, like they say, keep your head on the swivel. We gotta look around and always be alert of what's going on. But I'm gonna read that again. Ephesians 5:15. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, right? We don't want to be walking out here as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because because the days are evil. We are these evil days. I always bring it up about that video with that brother out there in, Toronto in Canada, and it could have been worse, but we got these people out here, man, they on edge. The times are evil, and let's go to 1 Peter. Oh, slack you. 1 Peter 5:8. And it reads, let's see. Well, I'll read 7. 1 Peter 5:7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, right? Yeah, man, so that's it. Read it again. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. So, man, we got to be out here observing everything, and staying in the spirit, talking to myself first and foremost. We're out here moving around, man. Maybe, like I heard a brother say, even the apostle said too, man, don't do too much things. You got to do it at nighttime. Don't try to do it in the daytime if you can. Don't do too much stuff in the nighttime if you don't have to, in these times that we are in. So, yeah, let's get this one in 1 Thessalonians. It's probably the last one. Thessalonians 5:6. 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore, let us not sleep, right? I mean, yeah, we do rest, but this sleep is going into don't be sleep out here not knowing what's going on. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Right? But let us who are of the But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. You know, for Yahweh Shai have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You know, so yeah, just we not sleep as these other people are, man. They out here, they through. They don't know what's going on. They still think everybody love them. They still thinking everybody is all about loving everybody, and it's not. They gonna find that out real soon, man. So, we don't want to be sleep like these other people are out here. So yeah, you know what? Let me get this one in the 5th verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Chapter 5:5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? See? You know what, man? I should have had started Salaki. I'm tripping. What's this? 1 Thessalonians 5:3. I started there because you got this, like the Apostle Tahar say, what's that? The number 47, now with number 45 and number 47, Nero, right? You know what that means. For when they shall say peace and safety, then suddenly destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, right? And they shall not escape. So, he got him. It's another subject, but, he's talking about peace in the Middle East and all this here, and ain't gonna be no war, but I got news for him. It is war. It's in the scriptures. It's coming. So that's what that's going into. He talking about peace and suddenly destruction gonna come after that. But anyway. But 1 Thessalonians 5:4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, right? Yeah, the elect, hopefully elect. That day should overtake you as a thief, right? So we'll be alert, so we know what's going on, and it ain't gonna take us, as a thief, a thief in the night, coming in the night. Verse 5, 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, right? For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, to be protected, the hope of salvation. So yeah, man, it's lucky for I should have read on up on that. But yeah, man, we have to be the children, we're the children of light. We up, constantly watching everything, what's going on, so it won't take us, won't catch us off guard, keeping our heads on the swivel, know what's going on. So, hey, I hope this has been edifying and to the point, hey, until next time, hey, brothers, keep enduring, and watch and pray, and keep our heads on the swivel, because the time they are evil, man, and it's gonna get worse. We really ain't seen nothing yet. So, hey, till next time, I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahak, Kadash. Until next time, Shalom.